Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Let's get to the news. Alright, Browns fans, buckle up because today we have some really interesting developments that could shake up the AFC North and, more importantly, influence the Browns' journey toward another Super Bowl appearance. Now, I know many of you are eagerly following every move, every game, and every piece of news that comes out of Berea, and trust me, what's happening right now is not just small potatoes. It's a game changer. And I promise, by the end of this, you'll have a clear picture of how these shifts could shape the Browns' future for years to come. Now, I want you to imagine the landscape of the AFC North. It's been a division full of fierce competition, with teams like the Ravens, Steelers, and Bengals constantly fighting for supremacy. But right now, there's a real sense that something is brewing, something that might tip the balance in Cleveland's favor. And it's not just about individual players or a single game. It's about the overall momentum, the vibes coming out of the Browns organization, and how they're positioning themselves for sustained success. Recently, there's been a lot of talk about the impact of certain players and coaches, but one of the most intriguing stories involves the direction the team is heading in terms of talent development and strategic planning. The Browns have been quietly building a roster that mixes seasoned veterans with promising young talent, and this strategy seems to be paying off handsomely. Players like Deshaun Watson, who's now fully integrated into the system, are demonstrating they can lead this team with consistency and poise. Watson's leadership, combined with the rising confidence of the team, has Browns fans feeling optimistic, especially after some impressive performances in recent weeks. But what really stands out is the way the coaching staff is adapting their game plan to maximize the strengths of their roster. The offensive line, for example, has been a fortress at times, giving Watson the protection he needs to make those deep throws, and the running game has been surprisingly effective, with the offensive coaching staff dialing up plays that keep defenses guessing. And let's not forget the defense, which, after some early season struggles, has found a rhythm, making crucial stops when it counts. It's this blend of offensive innovation and defensive resilience that has Browns fans dreaming of big things. Now, what about the division rivals? Well, it's clear that other teams are feeling the pressure. The Ravens, with Lamar Jackson still at the helm, are always dangerous, and the Steelers, under their new coaching regime, are showing flashes of brilliance. The Bengals, led by Joe Burrow, are always a threat, especially when they're firing on all cylinders. But what's interesting is that the Browns seem to be gaining ground, not just in the standings but in confidence and execution. That's a dangerous combination for anyone in the AFC North. And speaking of players, one name that's been making waves recently is Deshaun Watson. His performance has been steadily improving, and if he continues on this trajectory, the Browns could very well have their quarterback for the next several seasons. Watson's ability to extend plays and find open receivers has been critical, especially in tight games. Plus, the chemistry he's developing with his receivers is becoming more evident. The Browns' offense is starting to look more dynamic, more unpredictable, and that's exactly what you want when facing top-tier defenses. Meanwhile, the coaching staff's approach is also worthy of praise. They've been flexible, adjusting their schemes based on the opponent's strengths and weaknesses. The emphasis on running the ball effectively to set up the pass, and vice versa, has been a key element of their offensive strategy. On defense, the team is playing with more discipline and aggression, which has made a difference in close games. These improvements are a testament to the hard work behind the scenes, and it's starting to show on the field. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. The AFC North is still fiercely competitive, and every game remains a battle. The Browns have some tough matchups ahead, and consistency will be the key to maintaining their momentum. Still, the signs are promising. The team's chemistry, the strategic adjustments, and the rising confidence of their star players all point toward a team that's on the rise, ready to make a serious push in the playoffs. Now, I want to talk a little about the division landscape and how these developments might impact the Browns' rivals. If Cleveland continues to improve, it could force their opponents to rethink their strategies. The Ravens, for example, might need to reconfigure their defense to handle the Browns' evolving offense. The Steelers, with their new coaching philosophy, will have to find ways to contain the Browns' rushing attack and keep Watson under pressure. And the Bengals, always a tough matchup, will need to tighten their secondary to deal with Cleveland's passing game. This kind of division rivalry is what makes the AFC North one of the most exciting divisions in the NFL. Every game is a battle of wills, and right now, the Browns are positioning themselves as a team that's ready to take the crown. The question is, can they sustain this level of play? Can they avoid injuries? Will the coaching staff keep innovating? These are the key questions fans are asking, and I believe the Browns have the tools and the mindset to answer them positively. Now, for the Browns to really capitalize on this momentum, they'll need to keep their focus sharp. The schedule ahead is challenging, but if they continue to execute at this level, there's no reason they can't finish strong. The leadership from Watson, combined with the resilience of the defense and the strategic acumen of the coaching staff, could be enough to see them through tough games and into the playoffs with a high seed. And once there, anything can happen. We've seen teams rise from the ashes and make deep runs, and the Browns have all the ingredients to be one of those teams this season. As fans, we've endured some ups and downs, but right now, the optimism is real. The team is trending upwards and the division rivalries are heating up. Every pass, tackle, and play counts. And I know Browns fans are hungry for that Super Bowl glory. It's been too long since we last celebrated that ultimate victory. But if the last few weeks are any indication, Cleveland is on the right track. The players believe it, the coaching staff believes it, and most importantly, the fans believe it. So in summary, what we're seeing now is a Cleveland Browns team that's not just competing, they're threatening to rise to the top. The AFC North is shaping up to be even more intense this season, and Cleveland has a golden opportunity to cement their place among the division giants. The improvements are real, the potential is enormous, and the passion of the fans is louder than ever. This is what makes following the Browns so exciting. Every game is a new chapter, and right now, the story is looking pretty bright for Cleveland. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. We're in this together, and the best is yet to come. Let's keep the faith, keep the passion alive, and keep supporting our team, because Cleveland Browns football is back, and it's looking better than ever.